trying to shed all my water weight right now.
Fair.
Because I've got a big fight coming up, a big boxing fight.
Yeah, big boxing fight.
And it was just all water weight.
Yeah.
I've got to get down to 20 kilos. And it's all water weight. I've got to shed it.
Just got to shed it. You got to get rid of it. Fuck.
Mate, I actually kind of want to do a boxing match. After watching
the
Creator Clash.
Creator Clash, yeah.
I kind of motivate. I mean, I don't think I will, but I'm kind of motivated, to learn how to box.
Yeah, it is a very good skill to have. Because, I mean, fighting someone else is scary.
Yeah.
It'll always be scary no matter what.
And it's always like this, it's like this endurance thing in a way that's not, you can't get it from anything else.
No, you can't.
It's
like another human is out to get you.
Yeah. And I love that in I love, the Rocky movies, but also in the Creed movies. Because I watched Creed 2 recently.
Yeah.
And in the movie, it's there's the Russian bad guy or whatever.
Yeah.
And Michael B. Jordan keeps getting told that, he's scary, and then he's like, I want to be scary throughout the whole movie.
Yeah.
Then at the end, Sylvester Stallone goes, "You're scary." And it's just
everyone's
chills. You should, he should be afraid of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome everyone to a podcast now. I actually want to know the episode numbers, if I'm honest. So let's just...
Yes. Oh, like how many you're going to be in the season?
No. In how many episodes of this we've filmed?
Oh, I think it's like 35.
Well, we just filmed one. So I want to make sure... And we filmed one
but they're not supposed to know that.
Yeah, we're filming these back to back. Okay, so the last one was 33. So then 34 would be the Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
This is episode 35.
That's what I said.
And there's a mystery episode somewhere that's...
Yeah.
Could exist. No, it
could exist.
But it didn't.
But it doesn't.
Anyway, episode 35. I'm your host, Lachlan Rodwell, and I'm joined by someone whose superpower it is to...
Be politically correct.
Mr. Lucas Boreham. What a great superpower.
I know,
You're kind, you're nice.
I'm a fuckwit. I'm a piece of shit. I have no friends.
Yeah, but you're not a...
Cunt.
That's not very politically correct. I thought you'd be better than that, but anyway.
I'm not a what?
Well, I was trying to get you to say something bad, but you couldn't because you're politically correct, so you'd say something nice instead. But no, he's not.
That's my superpower.
You don't have anything.
No.
That's your one thing and you're not even good at it.
Well, that's like what we see
in The Boys.
In The Boys.
Which we are reviewing today. Yes, there's a lot of superpower or super people who are shit at their powers.
Yeah. Or super people that don't want their powers.
Yes. And so season 3 just dropped on Amazon Prime. The first 3 episodes, at the time we're recording this, there'll probably be a 4th one out when this airs. But
every Friday, I think.
Yeah, every Friday. But we're just going to review the first 3 as kind of it's like an extended premiere, essentially.
Yeah.
Of season 3 of The Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys. But first, the news. Mm-hmm. And the news this week I want to cover is around Antony Starr.
Yeah.
Because... this
was a while ago.
In March of this year.
Yeah.
In March of this year, Antony Starr, the 46-year-old New Zealand actor, assaulted a 21-year-old chef while drunk at a pub.
A 21-year-old chef.
Now, look, we've all been there.
We've all been there.
We've all been there, except the difference is we're not famous.
Yeah.
And he said the classic line, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
And the second you say that, you're in the wrong.
Yeah.
Or the next day you realize you're in the wrong.
You fucked up.
Yeah. So
he did apologize. He paid him £4,000 or something.
Yeah, £4,400.
Yeah.
To this guy in court. 12. He had a 12-month suspended sentence. Mm-hmm. So now, he's speaking on it now because The Boys is coming up and came out and he's the star of the show practically.
He is. Everyone's raving
he's
on
Homelander.
About how amazing his acting is.
But is it acting if he assaults people in the streets?
Yeah, but I mean, he was with friends and even the fucking chef was like, this man was real drunk.
Yeah, no, I know.
I think it was early morning.
Look, it's not as bad as the Ezra Miller situation.
Oh yeah, or it's not as bad as like sexual assault.
Oh yeah. It's nowhere near that.
Yeah.
But he said, that you mess up, you own it, you learn from it, you move forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of his quotes. I'm trying to see if he said anything more of substance.
Yeah, but I think he's being a bit of a Homelander there.
Yeah. He's just saying it was quite simple. It was quite simply to take ownership of it, which I do, and then really learn from it and move forward.
Mm-hmm.
He's not saying anything really of substance. Okay. That's
Cool.
the news.
That's the news.
No,
Very quick news.
When I heard about it originally,
I thought he was going to get cancelled. I thought he was done for.
well, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Was that?
It's bad to assault people.
I know. Yeah.
It's not okay, Lucas.
Yeah,
I've told you this. The last time you assaulted a 21-year-old chef, you said it'd be the last time, but you haven't learnt from it.
No,
Homelander
I
has.
fucking haven't. Yeah.
But did it change your perception, like going into this season at all? Being like, not
as much as I thought it would, because it happened in March, and
you forgot about it.
That's like 3 months ago, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I'm quite alright with it now.
I fucking forgot.
So I think that's what WB is hoping with Ezra Miller.
Yeah,
Is that by a year from now, people will forget.
That's not gonna happen because he just keeps doing it. He keeps see this happened, and he's like,
It's not a pattern of behavior.
I'm an alcoholic.
It's a
I'm sorry.
one-off.
Whereas Ezra Miller's like, I don't even.
It's repeated.
It's repeated. He keeps
assaulting Hawaiians.
They keep
assaulting Hawaiians
and just doing really bad shit.
Yeah,
like really, really bad.
Yeah, so it's a different situation, but it was funny. Like, yeah, when it happened, I thought it would be a bigger issue than it is,
and it just happened.
It didn't really blow up.
He resolved it before it was a thing.
Yeah, but it's it's just, especially because he's playing such a evil, maniacal character. Yeah, right. Like, you kind of want to hope that in real life he's a good human being, because you're rooting for his character just because it's such a well-defined character.
It is. Yeah, I mean, we will talk about it, but his acting is amazing. The writing of the character's just so well done, and he's perfect. He's fucking perfect.
Yeah. So then but it's kind of is he like that in real life?
Yeah.
The assumption is no, but when we see stories and it's did the fame get to his head and all of that? He was just a little New Zealand actor. Now he's Homelander on this he's the lead in this TV series, and he's top shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, to be fair, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. It's sick. It's huge, but that it happens to everybody. At least, he got a little drunk.
Well, he's, yeah.
He just...
I think that's what we have to start realizing with this whole, celebrities aren't Jesus,
Well, that's really, telling to what he fucking says in the show, because everyone's like, oh, you dated a Nazi, and he's like, look...
I'm just a human.
I'm just, at heart...
That's actually so true.
At heart, I'm just a normal guy,
Look, we may as well transition into just talking about the show now. So we're talking about season 3 of The Boys. We'll just say full spoilers ahead. It's good. It's fine.
It's really good.
Same as the other seasons. You'll know what to expect.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
But yeah, so the apology tour Homelander does at the start of the series, season 3.
Yeah.
It's really... And it's funny because... If you don't know, in New South Wales, the premier of the state, the ex-premier of the state, Gladys Berejiklian, she got into hot water for dating the wrong person. And she went on a similar apology tour saying, I fell in love with the wrong person, I'm only human. Yeah. And it was just so funny to see Homelander do the exact same thing, because it's literally politics.
It is politics,
It's pure, and the show making fun of it. Yep, I fell in love with the wrong person, I'm only human, just like the rest of you. Yeah. And okay, cool. Done.
But I just love, he's literally, fucking...
Each season he goes more insane.
More insane. And this season, I just absolutely love...
They're taking it up a notch.
A notch. He's, he is just more manipulative. He's more scary now. He's more on, unhinged. Yeah.
Even Starlight is saying,
he's fucked.
I'm scared now.
Yeah,
I don't know... he used to be controllable.
He did.
But now it's is he?
Now, all that stands in his way is, who's the CEO? The big
Stan Edgar.
Yeah, Stan Edgar really
played by Giancarlo Esposito from Better Call Saul and
the Breaking Bad. But yeah, he's the only one that really has control. But even at that,
does he? Like,
I mean, are we talking about spoilers?
Yeah.
Okay, so he has his adopted daughter.
Yeah.
Right, Lydia, I guess her name is. We find out, but we find out through Huey that she used to go to an orphanage for super people. And her superpower was to blow people the fuck up.
Yeah.
And she blew her parents up. And then she went to this orphanage, and then Stan Edgar came, got her, taught her everything, and, he knows what she's capable of, but no one else does. And Huey finds that out and realizes
which is Victoria Newman, right?
Yes, which is talking
the Congresswoman.
The Congresswoman
from season 2.
Yes. So they find out that she actually blew everybody up in that fantastic scene. But I was honestly interested to see if she could blow Homelander up.
Yeah, maybe.
Because, I mean, if she's from the inside...
because Stan Edgar has that scene with Starlight saying, like, like when Stan is making Starlight co-captain, and so it's like, he can still hear you, and he's like, yeah, I hope he does, you know? I can control him, and maybe he's talking about... Because he then says in another scene, it's like, I still know people in Congress, obviously talking about Victoria Newman. Yeah. But maybe that is the deterrent against Homelander. Maybe she is powerful enough to blow him up.
Exactly.
So that'd be interesting to explore.
But it also is interesting that, so we have that kind of and with Starlight, and then we have, Billy Butcher and
the boys.
And the boys. So, which is really good that they've all come back together because they left.
Here's what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Here's my big gripe with the first 3 episodes of the season.
Yeah.
For some reason, shows have started doing this thing where, you have a fantastic first season and that you build off that and you deliver a fantastic season 2. But the season 2 finale kind of ends this arc that was told over the 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So then when you get to the 3rd season of a show, you need to rebuild everything and put everything back to place. You need to get back to the status quo before you can then continue. Yeah. And I don't like that because it then... There's just some episodes where it's like you have to set certain things up and it's slower than the season 2 start, which hit the ground running because everything was set up in season 1.
That's true, yeah. I do remember season 2 start very quickly.
Exactly. And this kind of by the end of episode 3, we're at the point where you got the boys together and they've got their plan and we can hit the ground running again. But it took 3 episodes to build back up to that. And the example I want to compare it to is actually The Mandalorian. Did a very similar thing where end of season 2 told this kind of complete story.
It did, yeah.
And they instead of having season 3 is not out yet, but instead of having season 3 start with building the back up and putting the pieces back together, they did that in the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes, they did it at the end.
But imagine if those episodes were at the start of The Mandalorian, season 3.
That'd be very slow.
It's a slog.
It'd be such a slog.
Right?
And I haven't felt that too much.
Yeah, it's a nitpick. I'm saying it's a nitpick,
but you are right compared to season 2, where it was literally just back in business. But yeah, it does. I do like the different feel that because Huey tried to do it right, and now he's realized it's all rigged. So he goes back to Billy, and then they've all got the team back together, and now they're pursuing this new lead of finding a weapon. Yeah, that could potentially kill Homelander because it killed Soldier Boy before, and then discovering this other team the payback team, and this Soldier Boy character.
Yes, who is essentially Captain America.
Yes, who is essentially.
So Homelander, Superman, Soldier Boy is Captain America. Yeah. The 2 symbols of America, right?
Exactly.
And it'll be really interesting to see Soldier Boy when we eventually do see him. It's going to be great.
It is going to be.
Really looking forward to that. I think that storyline is going to...
Oh, yeah. No, I really am enjoying
I'm really looking forward to that.
I'm also enjoying, Billy and, his relationship with the rest of the team. How he's still, the staple. He's still the boss.
Yeah.
But he's still, very cunning and he's still, a dickhead.
Yeah,
He's still not, the best person, which I really like, is that he's still not, the greatest guy.
At this. He's Yeah, he's very much in need of his team.
Yes.
And like he's very upset that Huey left in the first place.
Yeah, he is. And then that he came back.
Yeah.
But then Huey's kind of on a redemption arc, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I remember just watching Billy throw up all over him, which was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Dude, this show, I mean,
the comedy.
I have been laughing nonstop. It's a bit sexual as well. It's very, very
well,
sexual.
I mean, that's
to be fair.
But that's what it's always been.
I feel like, yeah.
What like 11 minutes into the first episode, we see Ant-Man essentially.
Yeah.
Go in someone's urethra and then sneeze, expand. And we see what would have happened. We see what would have happened to Thanos if Ant-Man just wriggled inside.
Oh my god, yeah!
You know, like,
he would have been dead.
Exactly. You know, and then I love how the Ant-Man guy is trying to get into Frenchie's ass, and he's like, like, you know,
that was
like,
hilarious. Yeah, and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, that would be
exactly
that'd be so
and
scary.
The beauty of this show is it's not held back by the restraints of you know, we have to do something a certain way.
Yeah.
It's like, no, okay, you know, you think if a small person existed, you'd shrink up into one of your orifices and then expand.
Yeah.
And so you see it.
And blow you up.
And he does it. Oh, his name's Termite. That's right.
Yeah, Termite. Yeah, what a scary kind of concept.
Yeah, I know. And then the other sexual joke is with the Deep, who is by far my favorite character.
Oh, yeah.
I love the Deep.
Just watched him eat his own... his octopus friend.
First we see he has sex with his wife and he's staring at the octopus's, I don't know, whatever it has, and he's getting off to it.
He's like, oh god, this show is just too good. It's too
because it's like doing, you know, because Peacemaker, James Gunn's Peacemaker made jokes about how Aquaman fucks fish, but then this actually does it. Like it's not just a joke. It's like he's actually like. I love the Deep. But
I also, again, want to touch on how like good Homelander is with he's just being like the villain to everyone. Like he doesn't, there's no filter. He like, you know, he's hating on A-Train because A-Train's eating too much. He's getting fat. So every time they're together, he's just like, you're fat.
Oh, the scene where it's Homelander's birthday celebration.
Yeah.
And A-Train just finished doing the opening and he's walking away. And Homelander says, I can see your fucking girdle.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just so funny.
Because like, what can A-Train do? And I'm really excited for the finale to see if like what, you know, all these heroes.
Because at some point the team surely stops taking his shit and has to fight
like
back.
It'll be like an Invincible scene.
Yeah.
They'll be, you know...
It's just a slaughter.
Yeah, it'd be a slaughter. But and then the same with the Deep, how fucking Homelander brought out a huge seafood platter.
And forces him to eat it.
Just as soon as that happened, I just...
Instantly
just laughing out loud. Because I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, the Deep and Homelander are on good terms now.
Yeah.
Like, he actually found someone he likes.
The Deep's trying to get back on the team.
But Homelander's like fucking...
just a massive manipulator.
The finale... for that, which was the finale of the episode 3, was saying that me and Starlight are girlfriend and boyfriend. We love each other.
But
and that was perfect.
Just the whole oh my god, it's just
Starlight was just like, oh my god.
But just like the culmination of all these like storylines going on with Homelander, like when Starlight is talking to Homelander and is saying, well, what if I pull up that video again?
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, yeah, do it. Then I'll just kill everyone. Have nothing left, and I'll kill everybody. But then, like, if Stan knows this, that's what I mean. That's why I think there's a failsafe. There has to be a failsafe.
But maybe Stan is flawed? You know what I mean? Maybe he's too arrogant and thinks he can control Homelander when he can't. You know.
But then why have, you know, Congress, like, other than her being in the Congress, but why have her, you know, have powers? That just doesn't make any sense.
No, but it's just always good to have superhero people on your side, you know?
That's true. So that's what I think she will play.
Yeah.
Is that, yes, she's under, you know, Stan's wing, but...
Oh, do you reckon that the weapon... I don't know if the timeline adds up, but do you think the weapon that they're trying to find is actually something to do with Victoria Newman?
Like, and her power?
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure.
I just came up with that just
because yes, but the Russians. So we find out that
Soldier Boy
was killed
Well,
with this weapon.
Killed.
They say killed.
yeah.
But these Russians had this weapon and they took his body away. They took his body.
Yeah.
Right? Well, usually Victoria doesn't leave a body. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
It's kind of just
True.
So yeah, we'll see.
We'll see what happens to that super
I'm
weapon.
very excited because we're just on the cusp of the team going to Russia.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Soldier Boy arc.
Yeah.
It took a while to be built up, but now that we're there,
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how this arc plays out.
Yeah, it's going to be good. But yeah, what else can we talk about? What, like other than...
Well, what about what did you think of like making fun of Zack Snyder's Justice League at the start with the Burke cut of Dawn of the Seven?
That was very good. I really, really liked that. Because, I mean, like, it starts off with it. And you see,
surprise cameo from Charlize Theron.
I know, yeah.
As Stormfront, the Nazi bitch.
Very good, very good. I do love that. Everyone's been like, oh, you Nazi bitch is dead.
Yeah, your Nazi bitch is dead. Like...
They don't, like, they literally have no filter in this show.
Yeah.
It's actually... This is why I always recommend this show to everybody I possibly can.
Yeah.
Other than, like, Barry, because I feel like no one knows about Barry.
Yeah.
With Bill
Hader. We might talk about Barry when we get to the season finale.
Yes, we definitely should, because that also third season has come out.
Yeah.
But, because, like, this show is just unlike any other.
Yeah.
There is, like, I think I've seen every single conceivable fetish or thing that, like, could be just
there's
fucked
full
with.
nudity, there's drugs.
There's just everything you could conceive.
Anything anyone could ever say.
Screen. Yes.
Is said.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And it's just, like, it's just amazing television. It's the best television ever. And the work that goes into it just pays off tremendously.
It does. And
the whole universe is just so well made.
I think what's interesting about the show as well is it's like in comparison to the like Disney Plus shows, is it's noticeable how much of a lower budget it has. You know what I mean?
Like you're saying that their show has a lower budget than like Disney Plus's shows.
You know what I mean?
Like, because there's a lot more special effects involved.
Yeah.
With like the Star Wars shows.
Yeah, but like it doesn't like it. The CGI has always been a bit wonky in the show.
Yeah, I mean this season's been quite good.
It's been better. Yeah, it's definitely. I think they've definitely upped the budget from the previous two seasons.
No, the previous seasons used to be a bit fucking weird. But again, they're always fucking hilarious.
Yeah, they make up for it in other
aspects. They make up for it with
great writing, to be honest.
The writing is just so well done. Like everything shown to you makes sense later.
Exactly.
Like, it is so
they
well
always
done.
They never leave any loose ends. It always connects.
Like, every scene makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Like, why did I just watch the Deep, having sex with his wife? Because he made a connection with his octopus friend.
That he's now gonna eat.
Eating it, and that just like...
What was the octopus's name?
Like Finn? No. It was
like Jonathan?
Yeah, it was like Jonathan or Daniel or something. Like one of those just names where it's put thought into it. Like it was like a Jack or a...
And that's so funny because the second you name something, it's like
fucked.
Oh,
I knew exactly what it was when he came out with the dish. I was like, if that's the octopus, I'm like, I'm screaming.
No, I know.
Because it was hilarious. He eats this octopus and it like inks in his mouth and it's just dripping down. He's like got a mouthful and he just smiles like he's
I'm back in the team.
Yeah, I'm back in the team. But I also love that. Like, just because like Ferg watches at my house, man. He's like, oh, this is like perfect. Like politically, it's just very funny.
Very political show. And I think what they're doing really interestingly with Starlight and Homelander, and like, them both being co-captains and they're polling in that. It's really interesting because it's like Homelander's a fascist, right? That's the whole point of his character is he's a fascist. And he's now, by being no filter and that, he's now appealing to like the alt-right. And he's like,
exactly.
Oh, in the Rust Belt, which is like, redneck America. You've gained like 50 bonus points with white males.
Yeah,
and
exactly. As soon as we heard that, we were like, of course.
Yeah.
Like, that makes absolute sense. Like,
Meanwhile, Starlight is polling really well with, the progressive people.
Progressive people. And that's why, they were doing this show called America's Next Hero.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, you know, I want this.
I want the Muslim.
I want the Muslim because she's a UNICEF ambassador.
Yeah,
like, she's great,
she's the most qualified. And then Homelander's like, we can't have a Muslim on the team.
Yeah,
it's an American team.
Literally, he's like, we can't have a Muslim, and like, it's just like, what the?
The commentary is just so on point. Like,
it's so good,
and that's why, like, this show, for as dumb as some of the fish fucking jokes are and stuff like that, it's always intelligent as well.
It's always very, very like
and it's
intelligent.
It's like putting up a mirror to society in a lot of really interesting ways.
Yeah, because like I always like contrast it with celebrities of today. Be like, Kanye went for fucking president.
Yeah.
You know, what's next? If we get a celebrity like Donald Trump again, well, Donald Trump kind of like, he was on the, you know, the fence of being a celebrity and successful businessman, but still like him being a, you know, a political figure.
Yeah.
Was still a bit like, oh shit. And then like we could, you know, see.
It's like the show is absurdist.
Yes.
But then it's making us realize how absurd our life actually is.
Well, that, like, I think someone was talking about how South Park is kind of out of fashion now. And I was like, oh, why is that? And they're like, oh, it's because life itself became more absurd than the show.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit.
Yeah.
You're right. Because I remember watching it and being like, this is hilarious. Like, it obviously doesn't happen.
Yeah, and then it does.
You know what it actually fucking does.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually really, really kind of scary. But yeah, at the same time,
but I think
fun. This
show does a great job because it's, of course, the way in is it's a superhero show. So anyone who likes superheroes gets in that way.
Yeah, yeah.
And then to actually, you know, have this mirror shown to society is it's brilliant.
It's absolutely
brilliant. It does a great job at the social commentary. Like, that's definitely one of the parts of the show that I think the writers are like, they just nail it every time.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. No, they know, they're very well ahead like of most TV shows today in that kind of sector.
Yeah.
But also just with that and then tying in superheroes and, you know, their fucked up lives.
Yeah.
And just the emphasis on fucked up, and then how also it wouldn't be fucked up because they're celebrities, you know?
Yeah.
Having these crazy parties.
That's the thing, that it's making us, like, the whole premise is that, like, we're taking superheroes and you know, we, like, what do we idolize? Okay, we idolize actors, we idolize like rock stars, we idolize sports stars, or cult leaders, or whoever it may be, and say, well, okay, if we're supposed to idolize superheroes, it'd be like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
We'd worship them. We'd be like, oh my god,
and we'd not see their flaws, and behind the scenes, right, we see how fucked up they are. Like, there's, you know, in season 2, there's that like evangelical, super Christian superhero, and then behind the scenes, he's fucking men because he's gay.
Yeah.
Right. So it's that whole, you know, we don't know what happens behind the scenes.
Exactly.
And so it's like what happens in real life, except superheroes, and we get to see behind the scenes now because the show's allowing us in. You know.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting, and hopefully it makes people second guess how they idolize superstars.
Oh yeah.
You know?
No, I really hope so, because I mean, yeah, some people are like, you know, once a celebrity has a political opinion, people are like, oh, he's political now.
Yeah,
it's like, well, no, that's his opinion.
Yeah.
You know, or hers opinion, or their opinion. But yeah, like, it's just very interesting. And I do. That's why I absolutely love it. I think it's one of my favorite shows of all time.
It's definitely up there. I mean, it's funny, like, whenever I would talk to people about, like, you know, oh, with the shows that we're watching right now, a question that would always come up would be like, oh, when's the next season of The Boys coming out? You know,
that's true. That is true.
Always,
that always like just come to a conversation. We'd be talking about TV shows. We'd be like, oh, well, yeah, when is the next season of fucking The Boys out? And now it's finally out.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was just, I've just never had a show before where I've laughed so much, but it's also being woke and intelligent. Like,
exactly.
It's also just dumb things. Like, yeah, there's nothing.
I know it's a mixture of like a real serious drama and like the South Park dumb comedy sense of humor.
Yeah,
it's really unique. It's definitely like it's found its niche.
Oh yeah.
And it's practically keeping Amazon Prime afloat in terms of in terms of like streaming
we
content.
just bought it because of the boys.
Yeah.
Like we just got it back because of the boys.
Yeah, and you'll probably turn it off after the boys, right?
Yeah,
It's like literally the show for Amazon Prime.
I might watch the Grand Tour again, and I did watch Top Gear and stuff on it.
Yeah.
It has all that. But other than that, what else is on Amazon Prime?
Well, let's have a look-see, shall we?
That's a great idea.
Because I mean, I pay for it. I think it's a subscription that just keeps running in the background. It's got This Is Us. Now let's look at Prime Originals.
Fuck off.
Can we go channel categories? Amazon Originals and Exclusives.
Yeah.
Invincible.
Yeah.
Very similar. It's got Kung Fu Panda, the TV series.
Whoa.
Wow.
I need to watch Carnage Atross. Is that good?
Oh, the Grand Tour.
The Grand Tour. Yeah.
It's actually not.
Is it not?
No, it was a bit boring actually.
It's got Lux listing Sydney.
Have you watched Fleabag?
No.
It is, I would say, the best comedy TV series of all time. It is hilarious.
Wow.
And it is perfectly written.
Compared to Barry?
It's funnier than Barry.
Wow.
It's better written than Barry.
Wow, okay.
But yeah, other than Reacher was a big hit recently. Jack Reacher returned.
Isn't that Tom Cruise's character?
Yes, but it's a Tom Clancy character.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, is
that's
it?
right.
No,
Jack
it's
Reacher.
not. No, that's Jack Ryan.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh fuck.
It's a Jack.
They're both the same though.
It is.
Jack Ryan and they're both
it's like
doing the same
guy.
thing.
It's action guy who you don't think is an action guy.
But he is.
But he is. Anyway, so that it got Wheel of Time. That was another big one recently. Wasn't very good. I heard. I didn't watch it. I haven't watched Reacher either. So
Clarkson's Farm.
There's got Clarkson's Farm as well. So yeah, Amazon Prime really just doesn't have anything real. Oh, it's got Jack Ryan as well as Jack Reacher. There we go. John Krasinski, Jack Ryan.
It's got all the Jacks.
It's got all the Jacks you could possibly name.
Jack of all trades, as they'd say.
Yeah, but master of none.
Yeah.
So Amazon Prime, it's funny. It's like literally like Disney Plus is like everything now.
Yeah.
Netflix has Stranger Things and some things here and there.
Other things
just random things that they just
in the next couple months.
They just drop.
Amazon Prime is kind of like, if you get with Amazon, it's Amazon.
Yeah,
it's like Disney. Disney and Amazon are the big boys because Amazon, is in everything else.
It's like most people get Amazon Prime for the delivery.
Exactly.
And then tacked on is the streaming service.
They don't really, they just want to make a profit.
Yeah.
Whereas
Jeffrey
Netflix
Bezos.
we
this is the one thing they do. Yeah. Amazon does a lot of shit. Disney does a lot of shit. Netflix only does this.
Yeah. So for Netflix to be just, getting destroyed in their own kind of industry.
Yeah.
It's really funny, but I felt like I saw it coming. Because again, like I was talking about how, every industry has, it's all a huge competitive advantage, right?
Yeah.
So
the more IPs you have.
Exactly. In this circumstances, the more IPs, but you'd want to get the next big innovation.
Yeah.
How could you fucking innovate streaming other than skip intro or autoplay the next fucking episode?
Yeah, so it just becomes about the content itself.
Exactly.
And then when you weigh them all up, Disney Plus is by far has the strongest content.
100%. And Netflix should have realised this and be like, we need to stop spending money on,
The Kissing Booth 3.
Yes.
And shit like that.
Spending money on... I mean, Stranger Things, I honestly enjoy. But more like Stranger Things. Because, they just need more content.
They need more content. And, I mean, because they don't have access to IPs, they need to make original content. Mm-hmm. Which is always harder to get interested in.
Yes.
Original stuff than
Look at Amazon.
Well, but The Boys is based on an IP. Jack Ryan's based on an IP.
Yeah.
Reach is based on an
Fleabag?
IP. Fleabag's not. That's original.
Yeah.
But look at Paramount Plus, for example.
True.
Halo.
Sucks ass.
John Halo, Mr. John Halo, and he removes his
helmet. And he's like, "What are you doing? Put it back on."
He's just a roided out guy.
Yeah.
He's not.
What did you expect? It's like, I don't want to have to expect. I just don't want the fucking helmet to come off.
Anyway, so I think it's funny how streaming services are like, it's like we know what to do, but they don't.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like Sony. It's like
with Morbius.
Huge corporation. No idea.
No.
Fucking clue. Like, people want to see Morbius again. Put it in cinemas.
Yeah,
again,
a second time.
A second time. And it will bomb us. It bombed a second time. As we talked in the
last week's episode.
Yeah.
Now we better get back to boars. We better get back to boars. Now I want to bring up something about Black Noir.
Yes, because we do get a bit of story.
We get a backstory because he was on Payback. Where was the Payback story? Was it Vietnam? Was it Vietnam?
No, well,
or was it Korea?
Soldier Boy was in World War II.
No, but the Payback team. That
scene was in. I think it was in either Colombia or Iraq or Iran.
It was too foresty. It wasn't deserty.
It was where Russia was invading, because the Russians came.
Look, I can't remember, and I watched it last night. I think it was like
I watched it literally today.
I think it was like Vietnam or Korea.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah. Anyway, the flashback scene. We see what's his name, Black Noir, with his mask off. And it's interesting because in the comics, Black Noir is actually a clone of Homelander.
No fucking way.
Yes.
That's sick.
But they didn't go that route in the show.
Yeah.
He's just a guy. But I think
just a man.
But what I don't get is that the face reveal was built up over the previous seasons to be a big thing, and then it wasn't a big thing.
Yeah.
But maybe
I would have liked a bald, fucked up Homelander, like a Darth Vader, Homelander, where his face is fucked.
But maybe the whole point of this flashback in regards to Black Noir is that it's a misdirect, and
because we see him and he's like. He gets blown up and his face is destroyed.
But remember in season 2, there's a scene where the bottom half of his mask, because he has a nut allergy.
Yeah.
Bottom half of his mask comes up and we see his scarred face. And then I think maybe Starlight or Huey, I can't remember. In season 2, shoves a peanut bar in his mouth.
Yeah.
And then he has an allergic reaction or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has the burnt face. So presumably, what we see happen here is how he burnt his face, but it could be a misdirect, and we will actually see Homelander be Black Noir. Oh, sorry, a clone of Homelander be Black Noir. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
But I thought that was just an interesting deviation from the comics that really doesn't have any payoff so far. You know?
No, it doesn't. But we'll see. We'll see how many. Do we know how many episodes there are going to be
in this season?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Wait, how about we take a guess?
I reckon there's going to be 8. I hope there's at least
I'm going to say
8.
I'm going to say 9. The Boars.
How
do I see it?
I don't know.
I only ever use it on my phone.
Oh, does it show you there?
Yeah, surely there's just like how many episodes? Not trivia. Come on. We're not good at this. Cast and crew. Trivia. Episode guide. It's in the top left.
Oh.
Okay, season 3 has 8 episodes. You were right. Bang on, 8 episodes.
Minimum.
Now, I do want to talk about this.
What?
Right, I want to talk about there's an episode coming up.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Herogasm. It is episode 6. And this has been hyped up like so much by the cast and crew. This because it's based on like in the world of the boys. It's based on this 6-issue comic book run limited series by the creator of the boys.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't want to. I mean, I don't know what happens in it because I don't want to spoil it.
Mm-hmm.
But like Antony Starr says, he can't watch that episode. It's too fucked up. Like he just can't watch it. Like
Antony Starr said that.
All of the actors said that they hated filming this episode because it was so messed up.
Oh. Messed up for the boys.
Yes.
What
And
the fuck?
all the actors, right?
The boys show and explains how moment they did do.
Oh no, okay, they're not. I don't want to see. I don't want to know too much, but I just know.
We'll find. Well, so they come out every Friday.
Every Friday.
Yeah. God, that's painful.
I wish they just all released it.
Okay, I'll do a little explanation. So, Herogasm was a limited arc of the boys' comics that saw the boys crash a party. That's one of the most depraved events on the calendar for Supes. So they crash a party. I'm assuming it's going to be
An
orgy,
An orgy.
a superhero,
What the fuck?
a superhero orgy.
Yeah.
The storyline, and the creator of the show, so the showrunner says the storyline is a massive superhero orgy. So if you can't do it right, don't do it. And I feel like we really, really did it right.
I feel like we really did it right.
So get excited for that. He also says the poor crew who had to film that, it was like a 5 or 6 day sequence. They would come out of that house smoking cigarettes like they're Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now. Like they've just seen some shit.
Jesus Christ.
So look forward to that episode. A superhero orgy is coming up.
Wow.
And they did it right.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So, and it's just, this is the show. It pushes the boundaries. Mm-hmm. I want to see how fucked up they can get. You know what I mean?
If it makes all the actors that
Uncomfortable.
And they obviously watch, what they make.
Yeah.
And they've seen, like, if it puts them off.
Yeah.
Like, that's Antony Starr. A man that's assaulted a fucking chef.
Yeah.
If it puts him off and he can't watch it. All right. Well, I mean, see, there is an element of, like, you can't watch yourself. Like, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
You can't watch yourself.
Yeah, maybe it's he can't watch himself do this.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. We'll see.
we'll see. But
I'm
there's...
very excited. I hope that, like, I really hope that when I'm watching that, someone, like, we have
Walk
just
past.
someone else, that is just
Knows
jumping
nothing.
in, knows nothing, and we're just watching that episode. I'll try and plan for that to happen, and she'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, we watched this, like,
it's
just-
the boys.
it's just TV.
Because I was watching it last night, and my roommate walked past and was like, "Oh, what's this?" And I was like, "Oh, the boys. You haven't heard of the boys?" Because I thought everyone heard of the boys.
yeah.
And then I was just trying to explain it to her, and I was like, it's a superhero show. And she's like, "Oh, really?" And I'm like, "Not like that. It's not that kind of superhero."
And then you
show.
just show her the scene of fucking termite going up someone's
Yeah.
urethra, and she's like, "Oh, I can't."
No, it was so awkward. In the towards the end of episode 3, when
Oh yeah.
when the Deep gets put back on the team, my roommate asked, "Oh, why was he kicked off the team?" And I was like, "Oh, he sexually assaulted Starlight." And she was like, "Oh." And it's like,
Mouth raped.
Yeah, this show is definitely not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, but I love that though.
Yeah.
It's so good. But yeah, is there anything else we have to talk? Like,
Oh, we could It's definitely a shorter pod this week. I'm
How-
gonna
how-
say
how long?
45
44,
minutes.
45 minutes.
It's a quick one, but I mean,
it sucks because I wish the whole season was out because I'd watch it.
yeah, I do want to talk about the whole. Well, I mean, we probably will. When it all is said and done, when the
I just
dust is
hate
settled.
when they drip shit. Drip
Well,
feed.
this is probably a good place to end. Then is in terms of shows.
Yeah,
What shows are
let's-
better binged versus week to week?
Yeah, true. I feel like
Is The Boys a good week to week show? Or what would you say is a good week to week show?
more Top Gear.
Yeah, no, sure, but scripted.
That's difficult. It's like
Do you like Barry week to week, or would you rather binge that?
because that has the recaps. The recaps help.
They do help,
tremendously.
yeah.
Because week to week, a lot happens in a week, and then you get back and you're like, oh
But
fuck, what happened
but do you
again?
prefer like being excited for it like built up each week and it going for like 10 weeks, or do you prefer just like slamming it in a weekend
I
and then
reckon
never
s-
talking about it?
I
again?
reckon slamming it in a weekend. Oh, but then like it was really good with season 2 because when they came out, it was
Each
like
week, it became
was
a
an
conversation
hour of
each
just
week.
really good quality. Like you would kind of just revisit what good TV is.
Yeah.
Because like I remember, I just remember the whale where the deep
Yeah,
tries to stop the team with like a whale and they just fucking run into it. I remember watching that episode and I was like, this is such good quality TV.
Yeah.
Like it actually makes sense that it comes out like once a week. Because it's just the quality of the story and just how it looks and just all the characters like
Yeah, exactly. I would say The Boys is a good week to week show.
Yeah.
I look forward, like season 2, I was looking forward to each episode each week. I never felt disappointed by the episodes.
Yeah.
So it felt like a really good week to week show to me. But a lot of the Disney Plus shows, especially the Marvel
you could just
ones,
binge 'em.
I found disappointed watching it week to week. Like, and just being left feeling unfulfilled. Or even the Star Wars ones, like feeling unfulfilled waiting week to week for it. Whereas if I binge watched it and had the whole context, I probably would have preferred it more.
you would have enjoyed it. Well, that's why I binged fucking Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is good quality, and it's scary as well.
Yeah.
Like, it is fucking quite scary. Well, to be fair, Hereditary. I've seen Hereditary. Don't worry. I feel like this. Have you seen it?
Yeah, of course I've seen Hereditary.
good.
I'd say that's the scariest movie I've seen.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's just like takes the cake for scary films. But still, like it's very much like The Boys in that. Like the quality's there, but just sometimes there are episodes that are a bit of
You're
a
talking about
drag.
Stranger Things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are just some episodes that are a bit of a drag, and you're just like, oh. But they are long. They're all an hour each.
Yeah,
So-
wasn't it like the end of the season is like 2-hour long episodes and stuff?
Well, they've got 7 episodes out, and the 8th is the finale. But it's not out yet. Apparently, like it's not on Netflix. Yeah,
so
they've done the whole. I think they've done the whole like season except for the finale. So type up season 4.
No, I'll just look at IMDb.
Yeah.
Because now I know what I'm doing. That's interesting because they're the,
They usually just release
they're
the
the
whole
binge company. You know what I mean? Whereas, because I mean, it makes sense. Week to week, you get more money, right? Because
Exactly.
you're making people watch it, over time. But that'll be really interesting if they're going binge most of it, but then wait. That's really interesting.
So it says. Does it say 7?
Yeah,
chapter 8 and chapter 9. So
come out in
so
July.
This is wow. Wait, the 1st of July. They both come out the 1st of July.
I'm
So
kind
they're
of
out on
season 2 really put me off Stranger Things.
it wasn't very strong.
It was a very weak season.
This one is actually quite good. I really.
That's
like
why
it.
I think I got to get back into it. Maybe
It's fucking free.
I have until 1st of July to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah, and it's a bit gory as well.
I like that. I mean, mate, The Boys.
No, well, you compare to The Boys, it's like
You've never seen.
It's child's
Does a cock explode in?
No.
Then it's not gory, is it?
I love that. Is this man's body like just the image of like just half of his body hitting the bed, and there's just like his just organs. Like fuck, man. Like that's fucked.
Why is it pleasing to have a little man in your urethra?
I have no idea.
You don't?
I have no idea.
I thought you would.
Thanks. I don't know.
feel like it'd feel like an itch, wouldn't it?
Like that's why when he was like, "Oh, get inside me," I was like, "No, what's going to happen?"
I knew. I thought they were going to go the other way. I didn't think that way.
That's why I was like, and then he expanded a bit. I don't know where my mind was going there, but it was just for the first 10 minutes of season 3. Like, it was just so fucked. And I was just like a lot of cathartic laughter of just being like, holy shit. Yeah. And then he exploded, and that's when he like actually let it all out.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Here's The Boys. Like,
Here's the boys.
I wasn't gonna just watch this guy have an orgasm. Now he's fucking in 2. But yeah.
I love when Butcher puts him in the cocaine.
Yeah, and shakes him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's good.
It's good.
It was good.
It's good.
I'm excited. I'm excited for.
I'm excited to
Herogasm.
see where this goes. Herogasm. We might do a Herogasm special.
Yeah, I reckon.
Because it's literally the only one in IMDb. Oh, it's not there anymore. It's the only one in IMDb that is named. It's like coming up. You know, you don't know the name of each episode, but everyone knows Herogasm's episode 6. You get ready for it.
Oh, fuck! I'm so excited.
Yeah, it should be good fun.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, well, catch us when we talk about the boys.
The boys more?
You know, towards later in the season.
What are we doing next week? What's coming?
Next week we are talking about Jurassic World Dominion. You know, the whole world is
Dominion?
Jurassic. It's like
Is
a
it
play
actually?
on words.
Because I remember the last one.
Yeah.
He let his Velociraptor out into the wild, didn't he?
No.
No.
So the Jurassic World movies, the ending of Jurassic World 2, Fallen Order?
Fallen.
Hey, that's a Star Wars game. Fallen Kingdom. No, is that just Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, I think is what it was called. Was that the island was exploding, right? And the dinosaurs were about to die.
Yeah.
But we were tricked. Right? The trailers told us that that movie was about the end of the island, but actually the second half of the movie.
Half the movie.
No, the other half of the movie was this dog shit horror movie set in this house where the dinosaurs are let loose and then they're being auctioned off.
Yeah.
And you know they were
Auctioned off as weapons, right?
Yes, and the super mega awesome Velociraptor, right? Who you point a laser at someone and then the Velociraptor kills them.
Yeah.
But and it is a great scene of this guy who has a sniper rifle with a laser, and he points the laser at someone, and the dinosaur kills him.
Yeah.
Instead of just pulling the trigger on the sniper rifle.
And then all the enemy would need to control your Velociraptor is
There's another
fucking
laser.
pointer. What
So-
happens then if there's 50
No,
laser pointers?
look, that last one was dog shit.
It was
right?
terrible.
But you know this new one is looking to bring back Sam Neill, Jeffrey Goldberg. What's his name?
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. I don't know what I was saying.
What the? Are you having
Laura
a-
Dern. The original trio, along with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. It's
wow.
it's like the OG and the new G coming together.
So what do they call that?
It's the Jurassic World v Jurassic Park, Dawn of Dinosaur Justice.
I'm honestly sick of it.
You're sick of
I think it's just so unneeded.
these Jurassic movies?
Yeah.
Well, there's only really one good one.
Yeah, which
Jurassic
is the
Park.
first one.
Because Steven Spielberg's he's a magician.
He's a magician.
But you know, this could be alright. I don't know. But yeah, Jurassic World. The whole world is Jurassic.
Wait, like our world?
Yeah, it's the whole world is the dinosaurs are. It's no longer. It's no longer a theme park. It's the whole world is Jurassic. It's a play on words. Because at the end of the second movie, the dinosaurs get let loose from the mansion or whatever the fuck.
Oh, okay, and then they just have to capture them all because there's only like what?
No. We need to now coexist. Yeah, dinosaurs coexisting with humans.
Oh.
So this movie is about the coexistence of dinosaur and human life.
better
It's
not.
really profound, actually.
I'm very interested to see what they've done because they only had like what 30 dinosaurs on the park, right?
Yeah, but they mate.
Yeah, but like
No, you don't get it. There's now a lot of dinosaurs. All right.
oh fuck.
It's just the whole world is covered. And you know what? They can swim, I think, and get along to other countries. So every country has a dinosaur.
Oh, that makes me annoyed. Like, come on. Just like, what else can we do? Dinosaurs everywhere.
Yeah. It's in the name. What else can we do? The whole world is Jurassic World. Chris Pratt's character should have died in the volcano explosion because he runs into like the smoke of the volcano, which is actually like 1,000,000 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, it's like it's very, very deadly, which is funny. I remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, well, next
review
week
that.
we're going to review Jurassic World Dominion. But thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this episode, follow us on like
us.
Spotify and that, or Apple Music and wherever you listen to it, or YouTube. Subscribe and like and do all that good stuff. Comment if you have anything to say.
Yeah.
Link in the description of where you can find more of us, and we'll be back next week. Can you stop playing with the microphone?
Sorry.
That's a
you guys hear
high-tech
me?
piece of equipment.
Yeah, it is. Cost me a lot.
Yeah, we put a big budget into this.
Big budget, at least $300.
Bye.